Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up? What's up, guys? AEW Air Warrior presenting you the latest SmackDown Sports and Wrestling channel. Man, before we get into this, Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar Adam Copeland, is all elite. All elite. AEW has signed the rated R superstar Adam Copeland, formerly known as WWE superstar Edge. Before we get into this, before we go over NXT No Mercy, almost a SmackDown, and AEW WrestleDream, we're gonna try to get this done in an hour. We're not gonna go over some of the. This is gonna be a basic review stream, and if there's enough time, we'll go over some stuff, little other wrestling news. But this is basically gonna be a review stream for It's All About Wrestling because there's a lot to talk about, and we only got about 70 minutes to Raw tonight. And so before we get into this, obviously leave a like. Okay, leave a like for me, please. Please leave a like. Share this out on all social media platforms. Threads, Twitter, Blue Sky, whatever social media platforms you use to communicate with people. And if you're new here, if you're interested in wrestling or sports, this is a channel for you. So please subscribe. Earlier today, if you're into baseball, check out my latest video on baseball. I just did a wild card round, the playoffs, wild card round, which starts tomorrow. 3-game series, best 2 out of 3. Goes from Tuesday to Thursday. Thursday is if necessary. But yeah, check that out if you're into baseball. And then after that, I'll be doing a preview for the divisional rounds. But yeah, if you're into sports, this is a channel for you. If you're not into sports and if you're into wrestling, this is a channel for you. If you're not into wrestling and you're into sports, it's still the channel for you. And this month is, I'll just say, this month is going to be 2 sports you're going to head out starting soon. Basketball just had their media day, NBA. NHL is preseason, so very soon I'll be doing a preseason preview show for both sports, basketball and NHL. NHL will come first because that season starts before the NBA. The NBA will come second. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to give you my who I think is going to make the playoffs in both leagues, in both sports. And I'll give you my early Stanley Cup prediction and NBA Finals. And that can all change. Like my predictions, early championship predictions, playoff predictions, can all change once we get closer to the playoffs for both leagues, which happens around time. But now let's talk about wrestling. It's all about wrestling. This is what we're here for. It's all about wrestling. Well, it happened, guys. It happened. He showed up. He showed up. This man showed up on AEW TV. This man, Edge, AEW TV. Yeah, he showed up. And a day after, exactly a day after his contract expired with WWE. Yeah. September 30th was the last official day in WWE for him, contractually, legally. So that means he was free to work anywhere the next day, obviously, right? Obviously, as he was a free agent. And quickly, he was snapped up by AEW, and the Rated R Super Adam Copeland has made his AEW debut at the end of AEW WrestleDream in the shocking appearance of confronting his best friend, real best friend, Christian Cage, along with Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne, with a steel chair going for Concerto over a down and out Sting, a beat up Sting, and a beat up Darby Allin. Edge comes out to the ring. With their dismay, their shock. They hand the chair to Edge. Like Edge is about to give him thinking Edge is going to give Sting the Concerto, but no. Edge instead swings and hits Nick Wayne in the back with the chair, goes for a spear on Luchasaurus. When Nick Wayne gets up, spears Nick Wayne in his bandaged chest, and Christian is pissed because he escaped and pissed and looking at his friend, being wondering why his friend did that. His best friend, real best friend too, would do that. Will align himself with Darby and Sting. Why? Like, I'm your friend, man. We go way back. And yet, now obviously he can't call himself Edge because that's trademarked by WWE. Edge is trademarked by WWE. But he could call himself the Rated R Superstar because that trademark, that name, is not owned anymore by WWE. Not owned. It was actually free in the IP was actually kind of free to use, so it's not owned anymore. So Edge clearly got to use it. Clearly decided to use it, and he probably trademark it now. And now he's called the Rated R Superstar Adam Copeland because he can't use his first name. And he signed a contract with AEW. And here's the thing. It's not part-time. He's not going to be a part-timer at AEW. He's going to be a full-timer. He's going to appear on a lot of shows, a lot of Dynamites, maybe collisions, maybe Rampage. He's going to appear on a lot of them, and he's going to wrestle a lot more than he did in WWE in the past 3 years. Yeah. Lot more. Not a part-timer, guys. Not a part-timer. You're going to see a lot more of him. And that just shows there's a lot of talent in AEW that Edge has never worked with. Obviously, there's still a lot of talent in WWE he's never worked in. But here at AEW, there's a bunch of talent he's never worked with. Also, there's some people in AEW he has worked past in WWE, but also some former WWE wrestlers in AEW he has actually never worked with. And I can give you an example. He's never worked with Jon Moxley. Okay? I don't even think he's worked with Claudio. I know he's worked with Daniel Bryan. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did work with Daniel Bryan. I don't think he's worked with Keith Lee, Adam Cole. A lot of guys in AEW hasn't worked with that were previously in WWE. And I'd like to join to the stream my friend DL. How are you doing, DL?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh, I forgot to say, two great shows of wrestling. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, I watched some of the highlights of No Mercy, and it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it was a great show. And of course, WrestleDream. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go with views of that, but we're gonna talk about. I'm just talking about Edge. Get the
hmm
main thing of Adam Copeland now. Rated R superstar Adam Copeland.
Yeah, we can't
Uh,
call him Edge now.
nope. And
Yeah.
what he should have called himself. He should have used Edge in the name, but like with a name with Christian Cage uses Cage in his name. Like couldn't Edge find a way to use some like another name part of
Well,
his
like what? Edge Lord?
Edge? No, not Edge Lord. That's too gimmickly. I don't know.
Edge Man? I don't know.
I don't know. The rated Edge. I don't know. The rated R Edge. I don't know. But it was great to see him in AEW WrestleDream. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm excited what they're going to do with him. What are your thoughts of him appearing at the end of WrestleDream? Then we'll go more detail.
Well, I did not. Well, I knew there were rumors and rumblings.
I didn't
going
expect
around.
it. I didn't expect it, honestly.
Yeah, I thought he was just. I thought if he was going to go to AEW, that he was going to wait a little bit longer. I didn't know like he had
One day after his contract expired.
like yeah. I'm like, geez, like no.
Yeah.
I guess there's not a non-compete clause, which is fine, which is great. But wow, I guess he was like really clamoring to go to AEW, which is fine. But yeah, it definitely shocked me. Part of me was thinking that maybe he was going to join with Christian, but no, that didn't end up being the
I,
case.
it was so obvious he was not going to join Christian there, and they made it too obvious.
Yeah, but yeah, like when he came out, what I also didn't expect is that he was going to use his WWE theme, like his Metalingus theme. But they slightly changed it in the beginning, but
They altered it a bit, yeah.
but it was mainly his theme from WWE, which I did not expect. They had the same pyro
Hello,
and the
Anthony.
same smoke in the beginning. So it's like I thought they were going to do a different
Ah,
version of that, but like nope, it was straight up, it was straight up Edge entrance. So like I was
it was,
kind of happy about that.
yeah. It's pretty much his interest of WWE. I mean, like, but except the name change and the alteration to his theme music a little bit, right? That's it. It was basically him. This is Adam Copeland. This is.
Adam
Uh,
Copeland, yeah.
I'm excited. He was originally like he was one of the top. He was there talking to him 4 years ago when AEW was starting up. They were talking to him about that, right? They
hmm
were talking. There actually were like negotiations about that, but WWE swooped in, right? Swooped in, said, "You know what? We think. I think after the Goldberg thing. I think after not the Goldberg thing at SummerSlam with Elias. Remember he came back and speared Elias. They're like
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh my God, Edge got physical with a spear. Maybe he could wrestle." And AEW saw that and be like, "Yeah, maybe we should go after him." WWE is like, "No. We need to go after him too. We should make sure AEW does it again." And I feel like Edge took the WWE contract because first, maybe he had unfinished business there,
hmm
right? And but the thing is, I wonder why he left WWE. Don't give me the stuff like, oh yeah, there's nothing else he could do there. There's plenty of stuff he could do. You could find things for Edge to do there. There's a lot of talent there that he could have worked with. Okay, I'm sorry, like
I think it just goes down to I really think WWE uh, didn't know what to do with
the,
him. You know,
I do too, because after I didn't really watch the press conference. I think wrestling conferences are stupid personally, but he did say they
what
did
you don't
say
think the
that.
press conference is cool?
I don't know. Sometimes, but he did say in the press conference that I find interesting that it's not a part-time kind of deal. It's going to be like he's going to be there weekly. He's going to wrestle right away. Maybe that's why he signed with AEW, because WWE wouldn't let him do that, because WWE is a little more strict especially with wrestlers that injured their neck,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And Edge, of course, is I don't know. He's 50 something now, right? So
Yeah, he's in his 50s now.
he's in good shape, but he's like, this is AEW, and I hope they work to his pace. He should not work to the competitor's pace, because if he's gonna face guys like Omega,
Oh wait, no, he's 49. I'm sorry, he's almost
49,
50.
even 49, it's still pretty much 50. Every opponent that he's gonna be in, because a lot of wrestlers he's gonna work with are like the high flyers, the flippy flip stuff, all that crazy stuff. They have to work to his pace because of his age to make sure he's safe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a similar. Well, I think Jericho is in slightly better shape than Edge, but I think it's going to be like it's going to be like Jericho pace.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Jericho, they don't do a lot of crazy stuff with Jericho.
No.
Yeah, that's true. I agree there. And that's Edge. And look, Edge has a devastating injury, like a really devastating injury. And Jericho has never really had an injury like that. So,
no.
And, I'm glad he's going to work the weekly. I'm a little concerned because AEW tends to give him the right competitors. AEW tends to, there's a lot of injuries in AEW because of the stuff they do. It's crazy. I don't think Edge was originally going to do this. I think Edge wanted to do this because he wanted to wrestle more, and then WWE didn't want that.
To do it, yeah.
Because don't give me the stuff. Oh, there's people on the internet saying there was nothing left for him to do in WWE. Yeah, there was. There's a lot of talent there in WWE he could have worked with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like I didn't really know how to feel about it at the time because I think he also said he wanted like one more run with the World Heavyweight Championship, which I'm like, look, I love you, Edge, but like we don't need to put the title on you though. That was only the one point of contention I had with him. Like he could do feuds with other wrestlers, absolutely. There's a bunch of talent in WWE that he hasn't.
AEW probably put a World Championship on him at some point.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if Christian's going to win the TNT Championship, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like Edge going after Christopher the TNT Championship. It's the TNT Championship beneath Edge, because Edge has worked with the likes like Cena, Roman Reigns, Triple H, Randy Orton.
I guess so, but like, if he is going to go, I mean. If he is going to compete for the world title, like again, I gotta just say this: he's not going to beat MJF. It's not happening.
I want to see that feud though. I want to see that feud, MJF versus Edge one day, but it's probably not going to happen for a long time.
Right, and I got to get used to calling him Adam Copeland.
I'm going to call him Edge for now until he bet him. Look, I call Soraya Page all the time still.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get. Yeah, I'm starting now to get used to calling him Saraya, but like, yeah, and then man, we have 3 Adams now. We have Adam Page, we have Adam Cole, and now we have Adam Copeland.
Oh my God, Adam!
Adam! Which one?
And they're not like big time Adams too. They're not like no middle card guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm excited to see who he's going to work with. Obviously, he's going to be involved with the Christian, Nick Rain.
I'm sensing a 6-man tag in the future.
Yeah, get him slowly acclimated. Maybe a Full Gear have a 6-man tag between the 3. I don't know. Right? Like a Full Gear is the next pay-per-view. I'm excited who he possibly could work with. There's a lot of WWE guys that AEW has never worked with. For example, he's never worked with John Moxley. Never. With John Moxley.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah, that would be cool.
And Moxley is a perfect type of guy he could work with, because Moxley doesn't do any of this fancy stuff, except he does like to use weapons. He likes to be aggressive. Edge has done that even when his return has been like some bloody matches. Stuff, Orton, yeah.
Right. Of course they had to water. Well, I wouldn't say water down, but like they had to adjust how dark he was since the PG era. But
you're right. You don't. But
now I think he can really. I think now he's in AEW. He can really be the rated R superstar now.
Yeah. He could get away with saying more stuff. He was able to get away with that stuff in the mid 2000s, right? Because he was really proud to be the rated R superstar in the 2000s and all that. Since right before, remember, like PG-13.
Before they went PG. Yeah,
maybe
Remember,
No,
this is the man who did like the Extreme Rules match with Mick Foley at
oh,
WrestleMania, put him through a flaming
this
table,
the
and the
stuff
live
Edge
sex
did,
celebration with Lita on Raw.
the stuff the stuff Edge did in 2000s when we went rated R superstar. Oh, he
Hmm.
could do that. He could do that. He could do that more of that stuff now in AEW.
Yes.
He could he could bring that out. Uh, I love to see him with Moxley. Uh, take on Claudio Kingston, Miro. There's a lot of guys in AEW that
So
WWE is going
I
to really
was,
work with.
yeah, I also want to see him against Samoa Joe. He mentioned that in the
Mo-
press conference. I'm like,
Samoa
oh,
Joe.
that'll be fire too.
Oh, put him with Omega or like. I mean, they're probably going to do no Jericho and Edge are faces right now. I don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, like if he's going to face off against someone like Omega or Jericho, I mean,
Yeah,
I know we seen Edge and Jericho at WWE before, but like it's a different it's a different time now. Like now that he could be darker, but like Omega and Edge seems more like just a dream match. I don't know, like two baby faces unless one of them turns heel, which I'm not really interested in seeing either of them turn heel right now. But
I, it's yeah. You know what? Let him do stuff for Kristen. Don't have him take on Nick Wayne because to me, like they're trying to get Nick Wayne over. I think him and Edge. I think him putting with him wrestling with Edge.
Nick Wayne
It's
and
a mistake.
Edge,
It's a
come
mistake.
on.
I know eventually it's a mistake. If I had to do Nick Wayne's gonna go with the Darby Allin stuff, right? He betrayed Darby Allin. It's gonna go. He's gonna
Right,
go Darby Allin, right? Like
right,
his main focus in that trio is Darby Allin, right?
yeah,
Edge would
and
be Christian.
yeah, and we're already getting Edge and Luchasaurus, two dynamites from now.
Yeah, yeah. And Sting and Luchasaurus is Sting. I mean, like that's nothing special. I mean, Sting is just there to protect Darby Allin.
Well, I think it'll be good because, like, for the most part, whoever Luchasaurus goes after, like, he's like he dominates almost every match that he is because of how big and athletic he is. So it's like I think
Yeah,
Edge will be like somebody close to his stature that like actually will give Luchasaurus like a legit match.
yeah. No, Tony Khan, big get man. Edge is a big get. Losing Punk. I mean, look, whatever you think about Punk, Punk did draw. Edge certainly makes up for that.
I definitely think so. I definitely think so.
Because people like Edge. I mean, those Punk is assist. It's
But I
either
mean,
you
yeah,
like him or
I am a fan of Punk as as a wrestler and like just like a competitor and a character
mm-hmm.
wise. But just like, I was
Edge as a person.
well,
It's
as
different.
Edge as a person is a huge problem, and I wasn't worried when they fired him. Like, oh, is AEW going to be able to, you know, recover from him going away? Yes, absolutely yes, because they made great shows before he was here, and they're still doing it after he's here. So I mean,
Yeah,
yes, did he help get more of a draw? Yes, I'm not going to deny that, but like CM Punk does not make AEW. There's
no.
so much great talent out in that roster alone. They will be just fine. And now that they have Edge, oh, they're definitely make up for Punk's loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they lost Jay Cargill. I mean, that's kind of a big loss
Yeah,
for
but
them.
you know what's going to come into her place? Mercedes.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty confident Mercedes is coming in. We don't know when, but I think that will make up for the Jay Cargill stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna go. Let's go through the pay per view. Look, I've noticed one thing about AEW. You know, AEW, their matches are getting shorter and shorter. I actually, even though the timing, we want the pay per views to end earlier because that pay per view was really long. It was like almost 4 hours. It was really, really long. And I know they're in Seattle, and Seattle's 3 hours behind us because me and D are in the same time zone. So that pay per view started like at 5 or 4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock their time, the pre show, right? 5 o'clock the pay per view started. So in Seattle, I know they ended around 8 or 9 o'clock their time, but for us, it ended around midnight.
Mhm.
But I noticed the matches are shorter and shorter. I actually think it kind of hurts AEW. I don't know why. I think so. What could fix
Wasn't
that?
people complaining that the shows are too long?
Yeah. So DL, here's my I think what could fix that. Last matches.
Okay, yeah,
Because
yeah.
AEW puts on like 10, 11 matches, right? And WWE has learned from that under pay-per-views, the last matches.
Yeah.
And if you know AEW, the big matches, the last 3 or 4 matches usually are the longer matches, right? Because like they do the New Japan stuff. The New Japan stuff, their first few matches are usually very short, right? Like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, and then they get to the big marquee matches are usually like 20 to 30 minutes, right? That's what AEW does. But I've noticed when they cut back, because AEW used to never really do that, right? They used to go 30, 40 minutes, 30, 35, 40 minutes at times.
Mm-hmm.
I know it kind of hurts AEW because they do so much overbooking. Like AEW tends to the problem with AEW, they do a lot of overbooking, right, in their matches at times. I think in a shorter match, it hurts it.
Well, I didn't really notice the length of the matches, to be honest. Like, I wasn't like, oh, that was quick. Like, I mean, I felt like it was a reasonable pace because, like, another thing with AEW matches, they would go like on very, very long,
Yeah.
and that's what also messes with the pacing. Like, especially with the false finishes, I'm like, oh my freaking god, man!
That's that's one of the things overbooking right there. Too many false finishes.
hmm So, like, yeah, I didn't mind the pacing of the matches. Like, I did notice they were shorter, but like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, oh, that's it. Um, but I do agree with you that like, they're honestly, I mean, overall the show was still really good. But like, I think there was a couple matches on here that didn't really need to be on here. Like, that the tag team contenders match. Honestly, that didn't need to be there, even though that was a good match. But like, that's something.
That was only 12 minutes.
Yeah, that was the one that was like a sprint, but like
Yeah.
that could have been on like a Dynamite or if they want to put it on a Rampage or Collision or something, but like that didn't need to be on the show.
No.
And like what else didn't need to be on there? Maybe the
Look at these matches. Like Ricky Starks versus Yuta was only 10
yeah,
minutes.
Ricky Starks and Wheeler Yuta didn't need to be on the show either.
Yeah. Brian Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. was 22 minutes. I know a lot of people like the match. It was actually a good match, but for my taste, it was a good match for my taste. There's too much submissions, too much on mat play. It kind of made it.
Well, you know,
made it slower than, huh?
Well, you know that like they were like hyping up two of the best technical wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
You know, so you expect a lot of technical wrestling in that.
Bret Hart was known as a technical wrestler, but his whole thing wasn't always submissions or anything like that.
Well, yeah,
No.
but that's Danielson's thing. That's Sabre Jr.'s thing. So it's like I definitely expected them to get all technical.
I mean,
submissions
for a hardcore wrestling fan that works, but for a casual wrestling fan that will not work.
I guess so. I mean, and you know how Tony Khan is. He's a historian of wrestling.
Yeah, I'm just saying for most fans, that's kind of boring now. It's slow. They don't want wrestling to be slow anymore. You know, fans don't like slow stuff.
I mean, that's true. Did you think this match was boring?
No, but like too many submissions, too many of this could be boring.
I see that though. I think the crowd was in it enough. Like I didn't think
because it's Bryanson and Sabre Jr.
Yes, Danielson and Sabre Jr. So like I think they knew who the right people to have that type of match. You know, like I think they know they can't just do this with anybody.
I'll say this, the Claudio and Barnett match. I'm sorry, I found that boring.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was kind of like. Even though I like Claudio, but like didn't really care for that type of match that they were doing.
There's too much MMA stuff from Barnett. I know he's a wrestler, but there's too much like mixed martial arts stuff trying to incorporate in there. I'm like, that's boring in wrestling. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It depends because like I do like
Olympic style wrestling, whatever.
Right, yeah. It depends, but I do see what you're saying though.
I don't mind submissions, but I like submissions when it's at a critical time, like at the beginning of a match or in the middle when I don't mind submissions there. But if you do it over and over as an overkill, right? People criticize AEW for the flips and stuff because that is overkill. Like I don't like overkills of stuff. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not expect this, but we'll get to that after because we won't do this. I mean, we're both good shows, Anthony.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't care about the Ring of Honor match. Claudio defeated Josh Bart. Moxley was a beauty on the mic for his team. He
Yeah,
was
I
good
will
on the
say
mic.
real quick about the Eddie Kingston match. I mean, I didn't care too much for the match itself, but like I honestly wouldn't cut that because that's part of the tribute of the show.
I know. Yeah.
So it's like that needed to be there. And overall,
Only 11 minutes.
yeah,
Only
and it's
11
like
minutes.
right, and like Eddie Kingston, I'm never going to turn down Eddie Kingston and anything.
No.
But yeah, it looks like yeah, it's overall because I didn't care about I didn't know that's the one of the wrestlers in New Japan that I didn't know. So I was like, okay, let's whatever New Japan match, blah 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 blah. Eddie Kingston is always great, but like yeah, that's one of the matches I didn't care for. But like that needed to be there. That needed.
Okay. I found the handicap match fun. MJF was funny in that match. That was a fun match. The
That
handicap
was a
match.
fun match. So it turns out they did turn MJF into Hulk Hogan, and he beat both.
Yeah. He told the fat guy, I think it was his name. What was his name? Dutch. Yeah, Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his name. Dutch.
Oh my god,
He was
that
gonna buy
promo that he
some-
did before the match, I'm like, oh
He-
my god.
Oh, he was literally gonna take Vince, right? The guy with the braids. Remember, he was literally gonna try to put his head up to kill Dutch's ass in the match.
Oh yeah, I was like, the human centipede. What's going on right now?
MJF was funny, right? He was really, really funny.
He was.
I was gonna say this. I forgot to answer this. Probably the Kingdom framing MJF or something. Yeah, we talked about this on Thursday, but I think it was the Kingdom.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
They're gonna draw this out until Adam Cole gets better.
yeah. That's what I think the plan is. But I really like MJF here. It's a fun match.
Hmm.
It kind of makes the Righteous look weak. Can't beat a guy 2-on-1, whatever. I mean MJF. I mean I know MJF's a champion, but he's not like Mark Henry, Big Show, Omos, Brock Lesnar. You know, like a big guy.
Yeah, I was like, did you believe him
Yeah.
beating both of them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Obviously, he had to win here. That's like,
I mean,
obviously.
yeah,
For story purposes, right? Obviously.
right.
Yeah, the King Sister Bottom match is fine. 11 minutes. Obviously, honor to Inoki.
Yeah,
Chris Danner versus Julia Hart was a pretty good match for 9 minutes.
yeah, it's pretty
They
good.
never give the woman much time. It was a pretty solid match. Yeah, I agree with the number one contenders match. Young Bucks versus Lucha. And I think Ray Phoenix is hurt again, real this time. He's always hurt.
Oh
Ray Phoenix
my gosh, man!
has guns.
He keeps getting injured. What's going on, man? He just won the international championship, and John Moxley just got injured. That's like, what is going on, man?
I don't know. He always gets hurt. You're right. He always gets hurt. When you know what the worst thing is? He always gets hurt at the wrong time.
At the wrong freaking time. Like, Jesus. I thought of that. I thought about that when he first won it. I'm like, okay, this guy's injury prone, but like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully, he'll be more careful. Nope. There it goes again, getting injured. Like, man, I don't want to say Ray Phoenix should retire, but like, low key,
No.
like if you're getting injured all the time, though, it's like you either need to chill out on your high flying stuff, or like you need to retire, like, because you
Slow down maybe a little bit. Like
something like you don't see Penta getting injured like that.
yeah, Panda's a little more safer worker. It's true. Yeah, that's true.
And it's like
That's
you're the first international wrestler to win that title, and now
Yeah.
you're already. This is gonna better not turn to another TNT championship situation. I swear.
Yeah. And then you got Swerve Strickland defeating Hangman Page versus a 20-minute match. It was actually a pretty fun match. The
Yeah.
Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
Swerve got the win here.
Glad he did. I'm glad he
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Me too. He needed this win. Nano's funny with the arm motions, dance.
Yeah, I like that because like because as far as Swerve's theme, I would like the theme by itself. I'm like, it's okay, but like he makes
Mhm.
it actually entertaining with his dance.
Yeah,
So,
agreed. What's next? Yeah, Ricky Starks was reviewed. I don't know that. I agree with you that maybe it should have been a Dynamite or a Collision match.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Ricky, look, they're too good. They're good wrestlers, but I didn't feel like it was a pay per view worthy match.
No.
But Ricky Starks, yeah, needed the win here after those brutal matches with Brian Danielson from both the pay per view and Collision, the strap and death match. So Ricky Starks needed to win here over Rita. Like, no disrespect, but Rita Yuta is kind of like the third person, or no, the fourth person in the BBC Club, right? Black BCC Club, Blackpool Combat Club. I can't believe I said BBC Club. That's like
The BBC Club. That cool Combat Club.
It's like good for Ricky Starks. He needed that win. Then we got a really good. I like this match actually. The Don Callis family, Takasha, Will Ospreay, and Sammy Guevara
Yeah.
versus Jericho and the Golden Elite, Omega and Ibushi. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Guevara. Like, I like this match. Guevara looked kind of out of place with Ospreay and Takasha, especially him and Ospreay. Do not look like they belong together.
I get why people say that. It didn't really bother me. I've said before that like I think they can make it work with Guevara.
It could. It's just
Because
it's like the
actually,
first time.
yeah, because like Takashita is like a different wrestler from Ospreay, who's a different wrestler from Guevara. So like I think all three of them are like different in their own way. So it's like that's why I think it could work.
There was early times where Ospreay seemed like he didn't trust Guevara,
Yeah.
right?
Which I like that little detail, because like that's understandable because it's Sammy Guevara. But
And once again, Mega keeps losing to Takasha. I don't think he's ever. The only time he's beat Takasha was the Blood and Guts Gory match, right? Blood and Guts when Takasha walked out. I think that's the only time he's beat Takasha because he keeps losing Takasha.
Yeah,
but in this,
he lost it all in, he lost it all out, and now he lost at WrestleDream.
Not his fault this time, right? It was Jericho. Jericho took the fall here from Guevara, and I think that's good. To me, Omega and Kota Ibushi did not need to take the fall. This story is really more about. I mean, okay, it's really more about Don Callis and his and against Omega and Kota Ibushi. Why he's going after Kota Ibushi is because his involvement with Kenny Omega, but it's really more about Don Callis and his hatred for Jericho and Omega, right? And Kota Ibushi is obviously the collateral damage because his relationship with Omega, right? And so him getting Guevara made sense here, pitting Jericho because Jericho's the one that took the fall, and that's good for Guevara. And we'll see there because, like, eventually, because nothing happens to Don Callis. Like, Don Callis needs to get beat up sometime.
Yeah, like, seriously, yeah.
Like, when is it? Like, I'm waiting for the moment because he knows it's going to happen. But I'm like, when? Because it's been drawing out for months and months with Don Callis turning on Omega. And, like, when is he going to get, like, his ass handed to him?
Do you want him to be in a legit match, or do you just want it like a after match beatdown or something?
There's something to do with Paul Heyman. You know when Brock Lesnar took out Paul Heyman in SummerSlam? Or whatever. Something to do with
yeah.
something like that. I don't think in a match. I don't even think Don Callis has wrestled in years. Or ever.
Yeah, I'm halfway expecting them to do something silly like that. I don't want it, but like I mean, I guess like a post-match beatdown or something. That would suffice. I'm sure it's coming. We have to wait.
They're drawing this out. They're drawing it out for sure. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Wrestle Kingdom's down the road. I wouldn't be surprised if one of Omega and Wrestle Kingdom. I think Will Ospreay said his contract expires at the end of the year. So there's a chance it may not be a Wrestle Kingdom, right? But that title he holds, is Japanese.
Yes, like he has to drop the UK championship to somebody.
Do you think there's a chance he actually does leave New Japan and actually officially sign with not AEW?
I think that's more of a possibility since he's still working with them.
If I was freaking WWE, I would give out the truck full of money for him.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Do not let him go to WWE.
Yeah. Both of them should go after him.
But I'm
Both
sure.
of them.
But yeah, I think Will Ospreay though. I think he has more interest in AEW since he's still working with them. So
Oh yeah. But like,
it's like I didn't expect because it was a similar thing with Jay White because like we didn't know is he going to WWE or is
yeah.
he AEW, and then
Apparently,
it's all
some of the people that were rumored to go WWE then was not. What happened was apparently during not negotiations, but during the merger, because the merger wasn't official till like 2 weeks ago, that there was a signing freeze, right, for talent, right. Since now, right, that's the reason why they didn't sign anybody, because a lot of people had Jay White pretty much at WWE, and I think that was true. Who's probably going to go WWE, but since the merger stuff kind of like handcuffed everything, like and talent as free agent were probably told, yeah, that's not the case. Because remember, there was a lot of other superstars like Gorillas of Destiny, Hikalo, whatever his name is, former Bull Club members also, right? Like Jay White, apparently going to WWE. No, apparently it was because of the merger, put a talent freeze or signing freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not the case, I guess, right? Because they got Jay Cargill, right? And so, and and they'll try to get some big people. And like Will Ospreay is a big free agent, and I don't know what the MJF contract situation is. I mean, if I was AEW, I'd try to renegotiate with MJF right now, honestly, because don't let him go to WWE.
Oh, please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens, because they just fired a bunch of people at WWE because of the TKO stuff. So like, I don't even know. Like
Matt Riddle fired himself. I'll just say that.
Okay.
He did. Let's be honest. Matt Riddle did it to himself.
I mean, yeah, I was like
the other ones I agree with.
Well, the Dolph Ziggler thing. I mean, I guess it was like writing on the wall.
He's AEW. I'm telling you, he's AEW. His brother's there. He's gonna go AEW.
I hear rumors he might go to Impact though. That's like
go to AEW. You have a brother there, man, who does nothing. His brother doesn't do anything. All he does is in the Beat It Elite videos. That's all he's in.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it would be better for him to go to AEW, but like, part of me's thinking that he might go to The part of me's like, don't count out Impact, because that's the same thing I said about Trinity. I thought, oh, she's definitely going to AEW. Then she ends up on Impact. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say all the other releases. I agree with you. That was talent cut. That was them. That's the merger cutting them. The new owners. If Matt Riddle wasn't such a baggage, and I think the airport incident, obviously it's been proven that he might have been intoxicated when he made accusations about that. The officer there, right? At the airports, right? I think that was proven untrue, and WWE investigated and found it was untrue, and he was intoxicated and making all that stuff on Instagram. He pulled it, and they found out, we got to get rid of this guy. You got to get rid of this guy. Sorry, because I don't think, look, if he didn't have baggage, Matt Riddle would not be released. They were using him.
Yeah, and they were probably, whenever Randy Orton is going to come back, they probably was going to do something with him, maybe a feud. But yeah, no, and it's a shame. Like, I think him and Gunter could have done like an Intercontinental thing, championship like feud for a little bit too. It's a shame, but yeah, it is what it is.
And so we got the tag team title match between the Aussie Open and FTR was pretty solid, good match. Yeah, so the FTR is going to face the Young Bucks again, as we know, because the Young Bucks won earlier.
Dang, that was the one team that I said, oh yeah, they're definitely not winning, because they've done it before. They've done it 3 times already. They're not going to do. Oh, yep, they're doing the 4th time. All right.
What if they're gonna do? They're probably gonna do like, I don't know. They're probably gonna do a 5th time, right? Probably like one team has won twice and the other team's won twice, and they're gonna be like 5th time, 5th time to decide.
Yeah, 5 times. Jesus, like how many times did Omega and Okada wrestle?
A lot. I mean, New Japan, they always wrestle each other, right? Like New Japan, they always wrestle each other, like every
right. Like they're at like 5 or 6, aren't they? But
yeah.
Anyway, so does that mean the Young Bucks are going to beat FTR?
I don't know. And we got the main event, which is a really good main event. Christian Cage versus Darby. That was a fun main event. I'll say it. Violent as hell. Oh my god, what Darby Allin, man. This guy's like, we criticized him on Thursday about his recklessness. This match did not help.
Yeah, definitely not. Man. I mean, I commend him for wanting to be the daredevil of AEW. He definitely is.
Yeah, we respect that. Yeah, I do.
You know, it's just. But yeah, you just got to be careful because like the longevity of your career could be on the line. You know.
He's gonna have back and neck problems. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Because his bumps he takes, it's not legs, it's not arms, which is still pretty bad, right? But it's the worst possible part besides the head, right? Like neck and back. Because how many times he's landed on his back, especially on the steel steps yesterday? Did he get like suplex 2 or 3 times on the steel steps?
Oh my god, man, Jesus! Like I thought it was done after the first time, and then the second time, I'm like, oh, he's gone. He's about to get hospitalized, but no, he still continued. Yeah.
And then when they pull up the mat, they reveal the canvas, and we all know the canvas. Like, if you non-wrestling fans, let me tell you, the mat is not soft.
No, it is not. They think just because they see the ring spring, it's like, it's a springboard, right? No, it's not.
Christian could have killed him. Oh my god, he did the unprettier to him on it.
Yeah,
I don't know. He kicked out a lot prettier on the canvas. I'm sorry, I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't either.
This reminded me of how violent the Ciampa and Gargano matches got.
Yes.
That's reminded me of this, some of the stuff, because they pulled up the mat, right, and they did the DDTs. Because that feud was epic, though.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, glad Christian retained. It's surprised Jeff Hardy's still. Yeah, it's a miracle. As I said before,
Matt Hardy is the one that looks worse. It's weird. It's a miracle that both of them are still wrestling right now, and it's like ironic because Hardy does the more dangerous stunts, but like Matt Hardy is in worse shape right now. Oh, I knew Nick Wayne was going to turn. Oh,
I did.
The mother stuff. The mother stuff.
Yeah, that was.
His mother wasn't in on it. His mother was shocked and not pleased with Nick Wayne turning on Darby because she was like, "Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?"
I actually did not expect for that to happen. It started to make sense when Edge came out, but like before then, I was like, "Wait, why would he turn on Darby? Like that doesn't make any." Okay, all right.
Yeah,
but yeah, now that Adam's here, I'm like, okay, now I see what.
I feel bad for Sting because he got beat up. He comes out, tries to take down all 3 of them, right? And then he gets beat up and taking out all 3 of them. And be like, dude. If this was the 90s, he would take all 3 of them easily, man. He took out the NWO, man.
I mean, yeah, probably because
Hogan.
Probably because he didn't have his baseball bat.
Yeah, nobody in the ring as big as Hogan, and right, taking him out. Christian and Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus made the strongest one there, but Christian, Nick Wayne, and Luchasaurus are not like Hogan. There was no Nash or no Scott. There was like no Giant or like Macho Man.
Well, remember?
Yeah, he forgot his bat. Where the hell was his bat?
Yeah, his bat. If he had his bat, he would have took him out. But like, yeah, it's like he didn't have his bat. Remember, Sting is in his 60s. So yeah, he's not gonna be like just taking out a bunch of people at the same time. So.
I know it's true. It's age and all that, but I'm just kind of saying that. This is usually the same guy who could take out single-handedly out the NWO, get beat up by 3 people, and especially Nick Wayne, who's like a toothpick.
Well, I think Christian and Luchasaurus alone is like that's already like a big. Yeah. That's a tall order, no pun intended. But yeah, man, like I expected that exactly to happen because he didn't have his bat, and like, yeah, all 3 of them was like, no, I knew that was gonna happen. So they were telegraphing something, and that's when the Adam came out. So
yeah, and the ending, but they have to turn off. Why did they need to turn off the lights? Like I thought he was gonna appear behind him and spear Christian.
Well, be now because they wanted to do the epic entrance, like, "Oh my God, it's Edge on this day."
You know what I was thinking? I think it was Undertaker for a second. Like, what the hell?
You wait, what you think the Undertaker
Yeah,
is
I know.
would go to AEW? Like, come on now.
No, the problem with AEW, they don't do it anymore. The problem with AEW, every time they always do the lights out thing for like people that don't deserve it. Remember?
Like who?
Remember they used to do lights out for like Orange Cassidy at times and other guys like back in
Oh,
the
okay,
day.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that was a little silly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would. Oh yeah, for sure. Get William. Well, it's a great
Yeah, that's right.
show. Great show. WrestleDream was a great show. We got Full Gear. That's next. There's a rumor. I don't know if it's 100% true. It's a rumor they might do another pay per view in December. So I think the idea of 12 pay per views a year is actually going to be come to fruition.
We have WrestleDream added, and yeah, so it does seem like it's starting to form. So I would be shocked if we had one in December as well.
Hey, if they have Final Battle in December and another AEW pay per view in December, so be it. Have two pay per views. One's Ring of Honor, one's AEW. Who cares?
Final battle.
I think that's the Ring of Honor. You always have a Ring of Honor pay per view in December.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a Ring of Honor thing. I guess.
Yeah.
Though nobody's gonna watch the Ring of Honor one, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it fits their character. It fits their character. That's why. Yeah.
What I also say because we didn't mention. I did want to mention on the 0 hour. Athena was actually there. I was like,
Yeah.
Athena and Keith Lee are actually on wrestling. I'm like, oh my God, where have
Yeah.
you been? We missed you. Gosh. Thank
Yeah.
God.
And that was AEW. We're going to talk NXT, and we're not going to other stuff anymore because we have a weekly wrestling stuff for weekly news because Raw is in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'll just let you know, Becky Lynch was supposed to have a match with Tegan Knox tonight. It's not happening tonight because she's not cleared to wrestle. Apparently, it's her match against Tiffany Stratton. She suffered
God, it's up to Tegan
a big
Knox,
cut.
man.
Yeah. And let me tell you, that match was incredible.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch was incredible. Was really incredible. Gotta give credit to Tiffany Stratton there. They went everywhere into the crowd. They used Barbies.
Yeah.
Broken Barbies.
Yeah.
They used a bunch of weapons. Tiffany, you're such an idiot. Why would you beginning the match? Why would you show Becky brass knuckles, warning her that you have brass knuckles? You don't do that, first of all.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, it's stupid. Tiffany made the same mistake how she lost the title in the first place. She kicked out the I don't know. I forget what they call her, rock bottom. What the hell was it again? What's her rock bottom version? Damn, I forgot Becky Lynch's rock bottom.
Yeah, whatever it's called, the man handler, the
Manhandle
slam. Oh yeah, that's what it's called, the manhandle slam.
Yeah, this is done. The Schism group is done. Yeah, that's done. She kicked out the first time. It's so weird though, but she did it to her on the floor outside. She should not have kicked out of that.
Yeah. Once again, false finishes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a shame about Schism, by the way. That you brought that up. Yeah, it's a shame Schism broke up because I thought there was potential with that, but
yeah, it's when those two other guys, their dyads, their contracts up and they left NXT WWE. So that's pretty much the nail of the coffin for that group. That's
I hope they find something for Joe and
Ava. Yeah,
Ava to do. Yeah.
Ava will just join the bloodline. Start to walk.
Oh my God! Seriously, that's I don't think she's ready for that though. Like she's still not that great in the ring. So I don't know. I think she should like make her own name, like Solo Sikoa did in NXT, and then if they want to bring her to the bloodline, they can do it when she's ready. But
yeah,
I don't even know if will they do an angle with The Rock if they're going to do something at WrestleMania. I don't know, but
oh. They should. And so yeah, Tiffany once again goes for her finisher. but misses again. Becky moves out of the way. The difference is this time she's landing a bunch of steel chairs. Becky goes for a finisher. 1, 2, 3. And Becky retains the title as suspected. And she looks
Yeah.
on. Tegan Knox in the crowd. No Jay Cargill. No Jay Cargill.
Yeah, there was speculation with that too. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not time yet. It's too soon.
Yeah. I don't
Uh,
know. Oh, okay. So we'll go to that. Trick Hills is the new North American champion. I'm kind of surprised. I did not. My sense tells me Mustafa Ali, if they didn't release him, he was going to take the title.
I was like, thank freaking God, get the title off of Dominic.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm very happy for Trick that he won. So yeah, I'm glad we're getting some of another title back to where it's supposed to be. This main roster stuff is always was weird to me. I mean, I get Becky has to keep it for a little bit longer for story purposes and most likely ratings, blah. Most likely Tiffany is heading to the main roster. Hopefully,
I don't think she's ready.
you don't think she's ready?
She's almost there. She's almost there, but
I
like
guess
this,
so. I'm surprised Braun Breaker's
The
still
one-
in NXT.
if she goes, the next heel, the top heel in the women's division has to be Blair Davenport.
I guess so.
Because like she's a killer. She used to date Real Ospreay back in.
Of course.
And I was right. When she won her pre-show match against Kalini, whatever her name is, and Gigi Dolan attacked her. I was like, yeah, I made a prediction. Um, and then what other match? Oh, the opening match is pretty good. Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin.
It's not King Corbin no more.
was actually a pretty good match. They did not. No, they did not. They ran at each other before the match started. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I did
Robert
not expect
Stone-
for Corbin to
No,
beat him. I did not expect
No.
that.
I did not expect that either. But good
I
on
like their
Corbin.
entrances. Actually, that headpiece that Braun was wearing, I'm like, no,
You
take
can read.
that off.
I'm like, what the
Take it
hell is
off.
that?
That is not no. Why? Do you remember in like the early AEW when Sammy Guevara wore that panda thing that was very similar to that? That was like, no, just stop wearing that. It does not work. Though I thought Corbin's entrance with the motorcycle was pretty
Yeah.
sick. That was sick.
Yeah, that was a good match. It was a good match. The opening match.
Yeah.
I did not expect Corbin to get the win here, but it makes sense because Stone. I mean, I think the plan is, this is just something in between. Eventually, Von Wagner will try to get his revenge against Braun Breaker, and I think if they do it right, Von Wagner should win the feud against Braun Breaker, and that's when Braun Breaker is ready to move up. Braun Breaker has nothing to do. Nothing to do.
Yeah. Why is he still in NXT?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's like, man, they're holding some of these people hostage. Like Carmelo needs to go. Tyler
I'm surprised he lost.
did need to go. Why is Tyler
Clean.
Bates still in NXT?
I'm surprised Carmelo lost clean after that.
Oh yeah, Dragunov winning.
It's
Yeah,
a good match though.
that was really good.
She
but
I don't this is not a bad idea. The only problem is I think all three of them are heels.
Who needs to? They need to have a faction war between the Bloodline and the Hurt. Yeah, they're both heels. Yeah, I don't think that will work.
All three of them heels.
Also,
all three.
like, yeah, it's like, oh, I guess they could do it now because Jimmy's kind of back with the Bloodline. But yeah, I'm just not interested in seeing that.
They're doing this whole bloodline thing now with Jimmy and with Jay not being a part of bloodline. But now you got their Judgment and kind of mentioning the bloodline in their promos and stuff. I'm like, dude, this would have been the perfect time for Bloodline versus Judgment Day, like for November for the War Games or stuff like that. This is a perfect time.
I guess so, but once again, I'm not interested in that either because like the Bloodline is not like the Bloodline's kind of
Boring.
like I'm not gonna say boring. It's just it feels directionless. That's
you know what? You know how there's this belief that There's a belief now how Cody might be the one to dethrone Roman if the Walk stuff does him. Now people are like expecting is LA Knight can be that guy now
No, no.
because of Cena stuff. Because like, or is LA Knight can just be the guy who's going? Because like, I don't want LA Knight's momentum to be derailed by Roman. Because I think the plan is to have him face Roman very soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the similar thing that I said about Sami Zayn because I love
Yeah.
Sami and I love LA Knight, but they are not in a position where I believe that they can dethrone Roman Reigns. Not now, not yet.
Because LA Knight's popularity is up there. He should get like one day he should be in the main event. Maybe now since he's popular, very popular, how hot he is. I mean, I can see the title being on him just because of that, how hot he is. But now it's too early.
It is too early. Like, LA Knight is hot right now, yes, but like, do we believe that he's able to dethrone Roman Reigns, who has kept the title for 3 years?
Yeah. Now,
He's not there yet. Give him a
Cena, right?
Yeah, I mean, teaming up with Cena will give him definitely some more momentum. But like, I would have him win a mid card title first, have him run with it for a while, continue to build him up, and then maybe we could put him in a world title picture. But honestly, I wouldn't put him in a title picture until Roman drops it.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. It's get the most popular guy with an icon like Cena. Have him in the biggest storyline on SmackDown, right? The Bloodline, and look, the Bloodline have been the talk of for years. I think the Judgment Day stuff has actually been better.
Yeah. They're definitely like they're running everything in WWE right now. So like they have a segment every week.
Yeah.
But I do think what we're actually building up to as far as faction versus faction. Well, it's not really faction versus faction, but like team versus team.
LWO won't do anything as her business.
Wait, look at her business. Wait, didn't they do? Aren't they doing that on? Aren't they teasing that on SmackDown though?
Bobby Lashley might be the one to take the title off of
Rey Mysterio. That'd be good. I think that'd be
maybe
cool. I mean,
take it off of Bobby.
Because honestly, Rey's not doing much with the title. He's not doing.
I just don't like this version of LWO. It's not LWO.
No, it's not. It's just like
dude.
They made this
honor of Eddie, right? The honor of Eddie Guerrero. Do you remember WCW when Rey Mysterio when Eddie Guerrero was winning the LWO? Remember how bad he abused Rey to get him into the LWO and he refused and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why? I know he's a friend in real life and all that, but like,
I mean, they probably once again. I think it's just because they want to rebrand LWO, make it different from what it used to be. But honestly, this just feels like this feels like hey, let's put all the Latinos in a faction because that's what it is.
We're gonna see Dragon Lee join.
Honestly, I heard rumors about that too. If he comes up to the main roster, that he would join the LWO. Yeah. No. So I would not put it past them. It probably won't do much for him, but I wouldn't put it past them. And then there were also rumors that if Carlito was staying, that he probably would have joined. But I don't know. It just feels like the Latino faction. That's all they are.
It was Santos and Rey. That's it. Like the other guys are like, I mean, look at the Hurt Business. Look at Hurt Business. You got champions in it.
Yeah.
I mean, Rey's a champion, but like, when's the last time he was?
Right. It's just he's not doing anything with the title. He's not doing anything. He just has it. Like that. Like I think we said before that we wanted LA Knight to beat Austin Theory for it. And
now you can't have LA Knight take it off Rey, right? Unless it's like a fatal, or unless it's like a multi-man match.
Right. I mean, Unless
Face
they
versus-
want to do a babyface versus babyface thing, which I don't. I it probably is not likely, but like
not with Ray, because people love Ray.
yeah, but they love LA Knight more right now.
Yeah. You
Um,
got to do it.
I
the
would
heel.
say if Bobby does beat Ray, I think that'll be more of a possibility for LA Knight to beat
Yeah,
Bobby for it.
I think that's a smart way to go. Get off Ray to get on Bobby or something like that. Where the hell has Sheamus been? Like, I haven't seen him lately.
Oh
Is
yeah,
he
that's
hurt?
right. I don't know.
Because all I see is like Rich Holland and like Butch.
Isn't the
Oh,
last
I
match that
gotta
he
say,
had was with Edge? What?
I know you don't like Pretty Daddy, but their
Oh, I know.
vignettes have been funny. Their vignettes has been funny.
Yeah, they were amusing. They were amusing. Yeah.
But yeah, what's else? What happened? So NXT. Yeah. Oh, so we're gonna end it because we're gonna end it like in a few minutes because we got Raw in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's the go home show. For Raw.
Oh yeah,
'cause
Fastlane's already here. Jeez.
So Saturday, Thursday, we'll be doing predictions for Fastlane. What was I gonna say? Shoot. Oh, Halloween Havoc. So NXT is doing 2 Halloween Havocs this year. One on the 24th and the next one on the 24th? No, the 25th? 25th?
Oh, it's just gonna
no,
be
Tuesday. No, okay, the 24th, right? The 31st, 24th, and 31st.
Oh, they're doing it on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday because of NXT.
Okay.
And Halloween is on Tuesday this year. So the 24th is the first part of Halloween Havoc, and the second Halloween Havoc is actually really on Halloween, the 31st.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, and then we got
sounds
Deadline.
good. And
Then we got
Deadline.
NXT Deadline, and I personally hope they don't do that Iron Man elimination, whatever match
Yeah, that
again.
stupid match again.
It was not good. It was not good. I didn't like it.
Nope.
But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna end it here because it was in 4 minutes. I'll go ahead and plug wherever we have planned.
If y'all want to follow me, y'all could check out my channel. I am DL. I talk about movies, shows, and everything in the nerd and geek culture. Tonight I will be on the Kingdom of Nerds channel where we'll be talking about some horror films for Halloween. And then as for my regular stuff, gonna have some Star Wars reviews up really soon. Still trying to see The Creator, so I'll probably get you guys a review on that. Some cast stuff. Talk about One Piece, Netflix. Still haven't talked about that yet, but that is what's coming down the pipeline. Y'all want to hear my crazy takes on things? Check out my channel.
I'm waiting for the hot take show.
I am too. I'm trying to figure out when that's. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm also on the. We're both on Movie Madison Entertainment. I'm doing a segment on MME called Hot Takes, where I pick 3 individuals to give their individual hot takes, and we will discuss and debate them, and then we'll vote on which one's the best hot take. I'm still trying to figure out what day it is. I'm still trying to figure it out, but hopefully it will still happen this week. But yeah, look out for that as well.
And for me, guys, my next stream on this channel, well, it's gonna be Fastlane preview and predictions. Fastlane, it's this Saturday, and yeah, that's about it. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and enjoy Raw tonight. Go home show. Yeah, take care, guys.